Good morning, welcome back to the woods, and in this video I'm going to do a little bit of cooking. I'm going to make breakfast. This is not any old breakfast, this is a Welsh breakfast. And for my viewers overseas who wouldn't have a clue what that is, and probably most people in the UK wouldn't have a clue what that is either, it's bacon, cockles and lava bread. And if you don't know what lava bread is, it's seaweed basically. It's not fresh, it's in a tin because it's really difficult to get nice stuff. And the cockles are, well, everything's locally sourced and packaged locally. Unfortunately fresh is a bit difficult. I'm also going to put a fried egg with it because I think I could do with a fried egg, and I'm going to make a little bit of bannock as well, just to mop everything up. But before I do anything, I've got to light the fire. And I've got a new gadget. Not a new idea, but a new gadget. And this is my new super duper fire lighter with a fatwood handle, jute, sisal, whatever you want to call it, cord. And I've put my TBS jumbo ferrorod in here, and I've put a little spike on the end to keep it down. I've put Martin striker on here, and I've put some sisal around here with epoxy on it because when I drilled the hole it got a bit close to the edge. But that's a sizable chunk of fatwood there, and quite a soft ferrorod. So the plan is, I'm not going to use a knife, I'm just going to use this. I've gathered material on the way in, some nice dry twigs, and I'm going to scrape off some fatwood from here onto a piece of bark, light it up and light the fire from that. It's quite fiddly and it's not something I'd want to do in the wind, but the conditions today are spot on perfect. Our heat wave has just finished by the feel of things, which is nice because it was unbearably warm. I've got to snap my twigs up very fine to do this because I can't just throw them on, or there's a good chance it'll scatter everything and go out. So I've got to be a bit careful doing this one. piece of cake. Wouldn't have been much of a piece of cake, mind, if the weather had been crap. As I say, it's perfect here today, so very easy to light the fire. Good show. With the right tool, you don't even need a knife. Cup of tea. Kettle's on, and I thought while that's boiling, I'll tell you what I'm going to use for my breakfast. I've got my GSI 8-inch non-stick frying pan, which is brilliant. Love that frying pan. I got the Pathfinder lid to go on it, because every frying pan needs a lid as far as I'm concerned. I've got my TGM fire anchor, and I'm going to cook on that. So as soon as I've had my cup of tea now, I'm going to put the fire anchor in the ground. I'm going to put the frying pan on to warm, and I'm going to make my bannock. When my bannock's done, make my breakfast. Well, more like brunch, because it's 9:25 in the morning now. By the time I'm eating, it's probably going to be about 11. I've had to shift my fire around a little bit because it's quite smoky. Don't particularly know why, because everything's nice and dry and there's a bit of a breeze. Well, the fire anchor's on. I'm going to warm my pan up. I mix my bannock at home because basically I find doing it in the woods, it takes a while. Different if you're out camping, but I'm only out for a few hours. So I did it at home, put it in some flour, in a plastic bag obviously. Warming up nicely. Oh, that's risen well. My bannock is more or less done. It's browned. I've just put the lid back on the frying pan. Just left it by the fire for a bit. I'm going to cut my bacon up. My bacon's cooking just nice. I want it crispy, so I want all that fat crispy. going to be on a while again. So now we're getting there. Well, here's the lava bread, and it's in a little tin like you get tins of fish. I probably won't use it all because this stuff is, how can I say, tastes quite strong. And there's the cockles, locally sourced, Parsons pickles, but because they're in vinegar or brine, whatever they're in, I think it's vinegar, I need to drain them. These are pre-cooked, so you can eat them just out of the tin, jar even. Fishy. Well, the cockles just need warming through a bit to put the lava bread in now. Looks like shit. So they look like snot and that looks like shit. I'm going to put it all in. Easy. I'm going to leave that warm up, push it all to one side in the pan, and I'm going to put a fried egg in there. Well, there's the egg in. A couple of minutes now, be done. I want the egg runny. Well, the egg's nearly cooked. Let's check this bannock out. Not too shabby. That's okay. I didn't realise I was using brown flour. That's good. Cooked. And what's the time? 2 minutes to 11. I knew it. Well, let's see what it tastes like. Really salty. Couldn't eat a lot of this. That is about enough, I think. I first had this as a starter in a restaurant about 15 years ago, and to be honest with you, I haven't had it since. So this is a bit of a treat. Hot. Well, I'm going to eat my food and have a cup of tea straight after it. And then I'm going to film some more stuff, but it won't be in this video. It'll be in a separate video. So thank you very much for watching. I hope I've shown you something a bit different today with my Welsh breakfast. Fire lighting went okay. Hasn't been the best fire, mine, because I was trying to do it without using any splits or anything. So no tools used at all during that fire. Although the log I put on at the end, what I was using to keep the frying pan upright, that had been cut before. But I could just use a log off the floor. So thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate your input. And that thumbs up is always appreciated. If you're new, please subscribe. Why not? Until the next time. Ta-ra! Still here. I thought you would be done. I'll tell you one thing though, that was a heavy little meal. Most of my bannocks eaten, there's only this bit left. Just going to clean the pan up with that, fling it in the hedge, the birds can have it. Very tasty, very salty, and lava bread's quite gritty. I think it's an acquired taste. I think there's a few bloopers. Enjoy. Ta-ra. Not good. I'm sitting on the wrong side of the fire. Fucking smoked out.